guys, I have a quick yarn haul for you today. I have a couple skeins that I got of hand-dyed yarn from a maker here in Michigan. And then I had to make a trip to Michael's because I ran out of one of my colors for my temperature blanket. And they had the color that I needed in stock at my Michael's by me. So I ran into Michael's and I picked up a few skeins of yarn there too. So I will start with the hand-dyed yarn. This is from AGHC Wools. And what I did was I ordered a couple of mystery skeins from her. I found a few hand-dyed makers here in Michigan that I really like. Those yarns are expensive though. And I mean, I'm just starting out in this, so I don't want to spend a ton of money on expensive yarn when I don't really know what I'm doing. So I grabbed a couple skeins of her mystery yarn because that was a much more affordable option, and it'll give me the opportunity to kind of play around with it and see how it works up, and just kind of practice with it before I invest in money for bigger projects. So, or invest the money in more yarn for bigger projects. I can't talk today. Anyways, so like I said, these are from AGHC Wools. And this first one that I got here is called, and these are, it's a DK light worsted weight yarn, 100 grams. I can't fully read this. I think it says 231 yards. 100% superwash merino wool. And this one is called Speckled Fairies. Very pretty. I really love this. I like that speckle effect in hand-dyed yarns, or in any yarn really, but I feel like it's a little bit more kind of special in hand-dyed yarns. But really pretty, just kind of natural, you know, cream colored base with these pinks and purple and navy blue. There's little flecks of kind of turquoise in there in some spots. So that is the Speckled Fairies, and this is from her Speckled Fae collection. So that was my first mystery yarn. And then the second one is this beautiful kind of yellow and coral, maybe even a little hint of like a springy green in there. Really pretty for spring. Actually, both of these are very pretty yarns for spring projects. And this one is called Silk Veil, and this is part of the Succulent collection. So there's that. These have a really nice feel to them. And she sent a card in here. Let me see. Let's see here. Well, there's the business card if you want to go check out the website, aghcwools.com. And then if you're in any of these areas, she's doing some shows, some craft shows and fiber expos. So there's a fiber expo at the Washtenaw Farm Council grounds in Ann Arbor. The spring show's April 20th and the 21st, or the fall one is October 12th and 13th. And then we've also got the Spring Makers Fest in Charlotte, Michigan, May 18th. And the Northern Michigan Fiber Festival in Alpena, Michigan, September 28th and 29th. Whoops. Well, I just threw that on the floor. Oh, good Lord. So there's that, if you guys want to check any of that stuff out. So yeah, very pretty yarns. I'm excited to work with them and see how they work up. Like I said, or I think I said, maybe I was just thinking it, I don't know. I have found a few makers here in Michigan that I really enjoy their work. I like their yarn. There's one in particular I found on Etsy called Up North Yarns. And she has like a whole series of kind of like Northern Michigan themed yarns. And me and my husband, we got married up north. We got married up in Munising. And there's a few yarns up there, or there's a few yarns up there. There's a few yarns that she makes that are so beautiful, and they're the places that we went to when we got married. So I would like to make something, kind of special, in anniversary themed for us, with those yarns. But I need to learn more before I invest the money in that. So, but yeah, I get really excited by the hand dyed yarns. They're the colorways that people come up with, they're so beautiful. Um, so moving on from that, I got at Michael's my yarn for my temperature blanket. This is the Loops and Threads Impeccable Acrylic. That's the yarn that I'm using for it. And this is in the color Fern. So this was my color that I have for temperatures between 31 and 40 degrees on my blanket. So most of my blanket so far, I've only been doing it for the last 25 days. I'm on day 25 right now. Most of those days have fallen within this temperature range. So I had to pick up another one of those. And when I went on their website, it said they had like 8 in stock. I got to the store and there was 2. So I don't know if that was like a misprint or if somebody else just happened to buy the other ones before I got there, because I checked it right before I left. But anyways, I got the one that I needed, so it doesn't really matter. But while I was there, they were running a sale, like all of their yarn was buy 3, get 1 free. And not for nothing, but the Michaels by Me, the selection of yarn that they have in store it's so scrimpy. Like Joann's selection is way, way better than the Michaels by Me. Which is a bummer, because when you look at all the stuff online, like they have a really good selection of stuff online, and then you go in the store and it's like, wah, wah, So, I was just disappointed, but, anyways, enough of my tangent. So I decided to take advantage of the buy 3, get 1 free deal, because I kept like, I got this yarn and I know I'm going to have a hard time with it because I've heard people complain about it online, but the colors just kept catching my eye. Like I walked away and then I went back, and I talked myself out of it and then I went back. And then I was like, no, 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 like I need to practice more. I can pick it up later. And I walked away again and then I went back. So I'm like, I just need to get it. It's not that expensive. It's on sale. I'm just going to pick it up and it can sit in my stash until I decide what I'm going to do with it, because they only had 3 skeins of it in stock. And I'm like, I can pick up those 3 and get my yarn for my temperature blanket for free. So that's what I did. So this is the yarn that I got. It's the Loops and Threads Textured Twist in the color Autumn. Is it Autumn Meadow? Where is it at? No, Fall Meadow. But it's so pretty. I love these kind of like sea glassy kind of green type colors. And then I feel like mixed with the kind of rusty brown and the navy blue and the deeper green and the beiges. I don't know, it's just so pretty to me. I love that color and I love the texture of these yarns. This is kind of like Michael's version, I would say, of the Lion Brand homespun yarn, which I've heard several like seasoned crocheters on YouTube refer to as hellspun. So it doesn't seem like it's that easy to work with, but I'm just gonna have faith that I can like do something with this. So I do have a project in mind. I mean, I'm not actually keeping this for me. I work in a nursing home, and every year for Christmas, we do Secret Santa for all of our residents. And one thing that kind of consistently gets asked for is blankets. And I usually will pick out like 5 to 10 people to do Secret Santa gifts for. So I figure throughout the course of the year, if I can get like 5 to 10 nice throw blankets done, I can put those in with my Secret Santa gifts. So this is going to be a blanket for Secret Santa gifts whenever I figure out what I'm going to do with it, and hopefully I'm able to work with it. But I just love that colorway. It's so beautiful. Nice, earthy. It's like earthy and soft and pretty. But yeah, so I picked up the 3 skeins that they had in stock of that. I will probably have to order more online, or maybe they'll get more in stock soon. Who knows? But yeah, I just love that. I love, love, love it. So I got that. I also picked up a cheap little sewing kit. And then I needed stitch markers, and I could not find any stitch markers there. So I also had to take a trip to Joann's, which I didn't buy any yarn at Joann's, but I'm about to, because the velour, that Juicy Couture velour stuff that I was using for scrunchies was on sale, and I was going to pick up a couple more colors of that, but I talked myself out of it because, again, I'm a new crocheter. I don't know what I'm doing. I talked myself out of it because in my mind, I was like, I don't need to get any more colors because I'm probably going to make like 10 scrunchies per skein, and that's plenty. Like, but I made my whole skein of the hot pink stuff last night, and I could only actually make 4 and not 10. So, I still have to sew all of my ends in, but here's my scrunchies that I made last night. And technically I could have made 5 because I did take what I had left of this one and do like a scrunchie just with a double crochet instead of a treble crochet. Crochet. And it worked out, but I didn't personally love the way it looked, so I ended up frogging it. So if I want them to be nice and big and fluffy like this, I can only make 4 per skein. So yeah, I was way off on my assumption that I would be able to get 10. And I am going to go back to Joann's today and get 2 more skeins of that. And some other colors. So anyways, I feel like there was a lot of tangents in this video, but that's my yarn haul for today, my little yarn chit chat, if you will. And that's it. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'll put a link to the AGHC Wools website in the description bar below. And I'll also put a link to the video that I used to learn how to make these below, because it's super easy. And the girl who did it, I want to say her name is Passionate Kelsey. It was a very easy to follow video. She did a really good job recording that. So I'll put a link to that video also below, and I hope everyone's having a great day, and I'll talk to you later.